Have you ever thought that the fruits you're eating daily could be harming your health as you age? It's a shocking reality. Some of the most common, beloved fruits that we've always seen as healthy can pose serious risks, especially for seniors. You may think you're making the right choice by enjoying a fresh, juicy piece of fruit, but what if that seemingly harmless snack is secretly affecting your blood sugar, digestion, or even your medication? In this video, we're diving deep into 6 dangerous fruits that seniors should avoid, especially if you're managing conditions like diabetes, kidney issues, or digestive problems. These aren't just minor concerns. Eating the wrong fruit can lead to life-threatening complications and disrupt the quality of your life in ways you may not even realize. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits to avoid and why, empowering you to make smarter, safer choices that will help you feel your best, stay healthy, and keep enjoying life to the fullest. This isn't about eliminating fruits from your diet entirely. It's about knowing the risks and making informed decisions. So stick with us as we uncover which fruits to watch out for, and how you can still enjoy the sweet and healthy options that work for your body. Your future self will thank you for it. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Grapes. Let me share something important with you, and I promise you'll want to listen. Grapes. Yes, those tiny, vibrant fruits that are often considered a delightful treat. Sweet, juicy, and deceptively innocent. They are a staple in so many homes, loved for their burst of natural sweetness, their easy-to-eat nature, and their role in juices, wines, and snacks like raisins. On the surface, grapes might seem like the perfect healthy snack, full of antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber. But here's the truth that too many people overlook. For seniors, grapes can carry some surprising health risks that we need to talk about. Let's begin with sugar. Grapes are deceptively sweet, and while their natural sugar content might seem harmless, it's a different story when we consider the impact on seniors, particularly those with diabetes or prediabetes. When you look at grapes, especially dried grapes, raisins, you're looking at a little sugar bomb. Glucose and fructose, 2 sugars, are abundant in grapes, and when consumed in excess, they can cause blood sugar levels to spike quickly. Now, think about this. For someone already struggling with managing blood sugar, even a small handful of grapes can wreak havoc. Those blood sugar spikes aren't just a temporary concern. They can lead to much more severe, long-term complications, such as nerve damage, heart problems, and even kidney issues. It's not just about numbers on a chart. It's about the very foundation of our health slowly eroding. Now, there's another, perhaps more overlooked danger that grapes pose to seniors: the choking hazard. This one hits close to home for many. Grapes are small, round, and incredibly slippery, making them difficult to chew and swallow properly, particularly for seniors who may have swallowing difficulties. Whether it's due to Parkinson's disease, reduced saliva production, or weakened jaw muscles, eating grapes becomes a risky endeavor. Imagine a single grape lodged in the throat, blocking the airway. The thought alone is terrifying, but the reality is all too real for those with swallowing issues. It's not just about choking, it's about safety. And for someone you love, that's a risk you can't afford to ignore. Then, there's potassium. Potassium is one of the most vital minerals for muscle and nerve function. But as with everything, too much of a good thing can be dangerous. Grapes are naturally rich in potassium, and while that's great for most of us, it becomes a concern for seniors who have kidney problems. If the kidneys are struggling to filter out excess potassium, it can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia can cause irregular heartbeats and muscle weakness, and in severe cases, it can even become life-threatening. This isn't just a matter of watching numbers on a blood test. This is about protecting your loved ones from an unseen, quiet danger. So, what does this all boil down to? Grapes aren't completely off the table, but it's essential to proceed with caution. If you or someone you love has diabetes or kidney concerns, grapes might not be the best choice. Instead, consider alternatives that are gentler on the body, like berries, lower in sugar but still packed with those wonderful antioxidants. And for those with swallowing concerns, perhaps it's best to pass on grapes altogether. After all, safety should always come first. It's about making mindful choices, choosing health, choosing well-being, and ultimately, choosing life. 2. Oranges. Oranges are often hailed as one of the healthiest fruits, a shining symbol of vitality, and a go-to remedy for boosting the immune system. Bursting with vitamin C, refreshing, and irresistibly tangy, they seem like the perfect snack for anyone seeking nourishment. But, as with all things that seem too good to be true, there's more beneath the surface that we might not always consider, especially for seniors. As much as we love the bright citrus flavor that wakes up our senses, oranges can sometimes bring a sour side effect, one that is tied to their acidity. Oranges are indeed packed with nutrients, but for seniors, their high acidity can create a world of trouble. Those struggling with acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD, might find that this seemingly innocent fruit turns into a painful trigger. The sharp, tangy taste that refreshes the palate can spark a cascade of discomfort. For many, it's more than just a brief irritation. It can lead to stomach acid creeping back up into the esophagus, igniting heartburn, and leading to long-term damage to the esophagus lining. The discomfort, the burning sensation, the sleepless nights, it can all begin with that innocent slice of orange. But it doesn't stop there. The effects of acid reflux can ripple throughout daily life, affecting sleep, energy levels, and overall well-being. Seniors often find themselves battling for restful sleep and energy throughout the day. When acid reflux keeps them awake at night or leaves them drained, their quality of life begins to suffer. It becomes a never-ending cycle that steals joy from what should be a time of relaxation and comfort in life. And as if that wasn't enough, oranges can present a hidden danger for seniors with kidney problems. They are naturally high in potassium, an essential nutrient we need for our heart and muscles to function properly. In a healthy person, that's no issue, but for those with kidney disease or impaired kidney function, too much potassium can quickly become dangerous. When the kidneys are unable to filter out excess potassium, it can accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to a condition known as hyperkalemia. This can cause irregular heart rhythms, muscle weakness, and in severe cases, even life-threatening complications. No one wants to face the horror of health emergencies when they could have been prevented with a simple change in diet. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let's also consider the impact on dental health. Oranges, with all their vitamin-packed goodness, come with a catch. Their acidity can slowly erode tooth enamel. And for seniors, who are already at a higher risk for gum disease and tooth decay, the effects can be even more detrimental. Over time, the enamel that protects our teeth begins to wear away, leaving us with sensitive teeth, cavities, and a whole host of dental issues. These problems can make even the simplest joys, like eating or laughing, become painful. And when you're in your golden years, the last thing you want to face is an avoidable dental issue that could steal your smile. So, what's the answer to all of this? Moderation, as it often is. If you love oranges and can't imagine life without their vibrant, citrusy bite, then go ahead, enjoy them, but with awareness. Consider limiting your portions and try rinsing your mouth with water after eating to neutralize the acidity. And, as much as it pains me to say it, maybe consider swapping in fruits that are kinder to your digestive system and teeth, like bananas, melons, or pears. These fruits are gentler on the stomach and still offer a refreshing burst of flavor without the baggage that comes with their acidic cousins. Ultimately, it's about balance. Our bodies change as we age, and what once felt like a simple pleasure can sometimes turn into something that causes harm. By taking care to listen to our bodies and adjusting our diets accordingly, we can continue to enjoy life's little pleasures without paying the price. 3. Avocados. Avocados are often hailed as a superfood, and who can blame us for embracing them so wholeheartedly? Their smooth, creamy texture and versatility in the kitchen make them a beloved addition to many diets. Packed with healthy fats, fiber, and an array of essential vitamins, avocados truly seem like a nutritional powerhouse. They've earned their title as a superfood, and yet, seniors may not be as super as they're cracked up to be. As much as I admire the nutritional benefits of avocados, I believe it's important to take a step back and carefully consider how they fit into the lives of older adults, especially when we think about our ever-changing health needs. For one, the calorie content in avocados can be a bit of a double-edged sword. While the healthy fats are fantastic in moderation, they are also calorie-dense, which can be problematic for seniors who are already navigating weight management. We know how challenging it can be to maintain a healthy weight, and for those with mobility issues or those managing chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension, even a small amount of weight gain can have significant consequences. Extra weight can put unnecessary stress on joints, complicate heart conditions, and further challenge an already delicate balance. Then there's the issue of allergies, which might seem far from the minds of those who have enjoyed avocados for years. But, believe me, it's something that should not be overlooked. While rare, avocado allergies do occur, particularly in those with a latex sensitivity. The proteins in avocados are strikingly similar to those found in latex, and for individuals with this sensitivity, consuming avocado can cause intense reactions like itching, swelling of the mouth or throat, and, in extreme cases, a life-threatening anaphylactic response. I can't help but feel a sense of caution here. If you or a loved one have ever reacted with latex or certain fruits, it's critical to check with a healthcare professional before incorporating avocados into your diet. And let's not forget how tough avocados can be on the digestive system. As we age, our digestive health can become more sensitive, and the high fiber and fat content in avocados might not be as kind to our stomachs as we might hope. I've known people who've experienced bloating, gas, or even bouts of diarrhea after consuming foods that are higher in fat and fiber, and avocados can be a major culprit in this department. For seniors already battling digestive issues like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, or other sensitivities, it's all too easy for the rich, creamy avocado to tip the scales into discomfort. So, what can we do? I truly believe that moderation is key. Instead of making avocados the star of every meal, why not enjoy them in smaller portions? Perhaps a quarter of an avocado as a garnish or topping. You can still relish their flavor and nutritional benefits without overindulging. And if they just don't sit well with you, there are other sources of healthy fats that might be gentler on the stomach, such as olive oil or a handful of nuts. We all deserve to nourish our bodies in the best way possible, and finding balance is truly the best approach, especially as we move through the later years of life. 4. Watermelon. Watermelon, the quintessential summer treat, holds a special place in many hearts, especially on those scorching hot days when all you crave is something cool, juicy, and refreshing. With its high water content and naturally sweet, vibrant flavor, it's the perfect snack to beat the heat. But as much as it's beloved by so many, this refreshing fruit might carry with it some unexpected risks, particularly for seniors, that are often overlooked. For anyone, there's nothing quite like sinking your teeth into a cold, crisp slice of watermelon and feeling the burst of coolness as the sweet juices run down your chin. It's the kind of simple pleasure that soothes the soul and quenches the heart on a hot day. Yet, for our older loved ones, the effects of this hydrating, delicious fruit can be more complex than it appears at first glance. Let's start with the glycemic index, GI, of watermelon, a factor that is often underestimated. While it's true that watermelon isn't as high in sugar as some of the other fruits out there, it does have a high GI, meaning it can cause blood sugar levels to rise rapidly. For seniors living with diabetes or even those who are pre-diabetic, this seemingly harmless snack can complicate efforts to keep their blood sugar stable. Even though it may seem like an innocent indulgence, over time, These sudden spikes in blood sugar can lead to significant health issues such as nerve damage, cardiovascular complications, and the worsening of diabetes symptoms. It's truly heartbreaking to think that something as simple as a fruit, so closely tied to summer joy, can also become a potential obstacle to maintaining stable health. But the risks don't end there. Watermelon's high water content, while a blessing in the heat, can become a burden for seniors with certain health conditions. For those who are already managing kidney issues or heart problems, consuming large quantities of fluid-rich foods like watermelon can contribute to fluid retention. At first glance, this might seem like no big deal, but it can lead to swelling, discomfort, and, more seriously, shortness of breath, particularly for individuals with chronic conditions such as congestive heart failure or chronic kidney disease. It's such a cruel irony that something so refreshing can also put extra strain on the body, making something so naturally enjoyable more of a challenge than a treat. There's also the matter of digestive issues. Watermelon, like many fruits, contains fiber, which is generally good for digestion. However, for seniors with sensitive stomachs, consuming too much watermelon can quickly overwhelm their digestive system. The result? Bloating, gas, and even diarrhea. For seniors dealing with conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, the effects of watermelon can be especially aggravating, triggering symptoms that are not only uncomfortable but deeply frustrating. So how can you still savor watermelon, keeping all its refreshing benefits without the hidden risks? Moderation is key. Instead of indulging in large servings, try sticking to small portions, about 1 cup at a time, to enjoy the hydrating benefits without overwhelming your body. Pairing it with a source of protein or healthy fats can also help balance its impact on blood sugar. And of course, if you're managing heart or kidney issues, it's always wise to consult your doctor before indulging in your favorite summer fruit. It's heartbreaking to think that foods so closely tied to summer's warmth and nostalgia can pose risks to the health of our elders. But it's essential to be aware, to ensure that those sweet moments of joy don't turn into something more troubling. The goal is to find balance, so we can all continue to enjoy life's simple pleasures, safely and with peace of mind. 5. Papayas. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Papayas are often hailed as one of nature's sweetest, most vibrant tropical treasures, adored for their refreshing taste and their reputation for aiding digestion. For many people, this golden fruit seems like an obvious choice for a healthy snack. Packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, papayas are a powerhouse of nutrition. With their high vitamin C content, folate, and fiber, along with an enzyme called papain that helps break down proteins, papayas seem almost magical in their ability to support digestion. But, as with many things in life, appearances can be deceiving. For seniors, this beloved fruit isn't always the harmless, healthy option we may assume it is. I know, it might sound surprising. Who would think that a fruit as harmless as papaya could pose a risk to our health? But the truth is that papayas carry some unique risks for older adults that we need to be cautious about, especially as our bodies change and become more sensitive to different foods. Let's take a deeper dive into these risks and explore why papayas may not always be the ideal choice for seniors. First, let's talk about digestion. While papayas have a long-standing reputation as a digestive aid, thanks to the enzyme papain, which helps break down proteins, this enzyme can also create problems for seniors with more sensitive digestive systems. Over time, as we age, our stomachs tend to become less tolerant of certain foods, and conditions like acid reflux, irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and general digestive discomfort become more common. For some seniors, papain can irritate the stomach lining, leading to bloating, cramping, or even diarrhea. It's not immediately noticeable, and it often sneaks up on us. What seems like a harmless, sweet treat could easily leave you feeling uncomfortable and distressed. It's one of those truths that I've learned through experience. Our once indestructible digestive system doesn't always handle the same foods as well in our later years. For anyone with digestive issues like IBS or sensitive stomachs, papayas can sometimes be a trigger, and what was once a favorite snack can quickly become a source of discomfort. That sweet taste might turn sour, and before long, you're wishing you had skipped that papaya entirely. I can personally relate to how frustrating this can be, eating something you've always enjoyed, only to end up feeling unwell. It's a reminder that what works for one person may not always work for another, especially as we age. But the risks don't end there. There's another serious concern for some seniors that may not be immediately obvious: latex allergies. Many people are surprised to learn that papayas contain proteins similar to those found in latex. For those with a latex allergy, this means that eating papayas can cause an allergic reaction, ranging from mild itching or swelling to something far more dangerous, like difficulty breathing or even anaphylaxis. It's a shocking realization, especially because many people who are allergic to latex may not even think twice about consuming papayas. If you've ever reacted to latex products, it's crucial to be cautious and, in most cases, avoid papayas altogether. For me, I always make sure to check for any allergic reactions when trying new foods, and I've learned to be extra vigilant about avoiding things that could potentially cause an issue, no matter how harmless they may seem at first. Another aspect to consider with papayas is their high vitamin C content. Now, don't get me wrong, vitamin C is vital for our immune system, and I can't emphasize enough how important it is to maintain our health as we age. But like anything, too much of a good thing can become problematic. For seniors who are already taking vitamin C supplements, adding papayas to their diet could easily push their intake to unhealthy levels. This excess vitamin C can cause digestive issues like nausea, stomach cramps, or even diarrhea. I've always found that balance is key, especially when it comes to something as easily accessible as fruits. While I don't want to discourage anyone from enjoying their favorite fruits, it's essential to be mindful of what else is already in your diet to avoid overwhelming your system. For some seniors, the fiber content in papayas could also be a cause for concern. Fiber is undoubtedly important for maintaining a healthy digestive system, but the problem arises when there's too much fiber, particularly for those with gastrointestinal conditions like diverticulitis. In these cases, a diet too high in fiber can exacerbate symptoms, leading to more bloating, discomfort, and even more serious digestive issues. This isn't something we always think about when we eat a healthy fruit, but it's a harsh reality that for people with certain conditions, fiber can sometimes make things worse instead of better. I've come to realize that not all fiber is created equal, and sometimes less is more, especially when it comes to older adults dealing with delicate digestive systems. So, where does that leave us? Is papaya a fruit to avoid completely? Not at all. I still love the taste and nutrition papayas offer, but it's important to be mindful of how they fit into our overall diet, especially as we grow older. Moderation is key. A small serving, maybe half a cup, is often enough to provide the benefits without overwhelming the system. For seniors who love papayas but have concerns, the key is paying attention to how your body reacts. Start slow, and be aware of any discomfort or reactions that may arise. And of course, it's always wise to consult with your healthcare provider to ensure that papayas and other fruits are compatible with your individual needs. 6. Star fruit. Let's take a deeper dive into a fruit that, on the surface, seems like a harmless tropical delicacy, yet has hidden dangers lurking beneath its stunning exterior. I'm talking about star fruit, or carambola, a fruit as visually captivating as it is potentially harmful. This fruit, with its unique star-shaped slices and refreshing, tangy flavor, has earned its place as a treat in many parts of the world. It's no surprise that many people are drawn to its beauty and taste, imagining it as a harmless pleasure, but for seniors, especially those dealing with kidney problems, star fruit carries with it an alarming and dangerous risk that shouldn't be ignored. While star fruit is undoubtedly an eye-catching fruit, its appeal should not overshadow the severe health risks it presents. The most concerning of these dangers is the neurotoxin called carboxin, which is found naturally in star fruit. This toxin, in healthy individuals with functioning kidneys, is not a major issue because the kidneys efficiently filter out harmful substances. However, when it comes to seniors, particularly those with compromised kidney function, things are not so simple. As we age, our kidneys often become less efficient at performing their vital functions. And for individuals with kidney disease or chronic kidney conditions, the situation can become even more dire. The carbon in star fruit, when not filtered out properly, can accumulate in the bloodstream, leading to a host of potentially life-threatening symptoms. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. This is where the real danger lies. The neurotoxin can cause confusion, agitation, and disorientation. For someone in their golden years, these symptoms can be deeply unsettling and frightening, often creating a cycle of increasing anxiety. What's even more alarming is that, in extreme cases, the buildup of carbon can lead to seizures or a coma. These are not just minor issues that can be brushed off. They are critical, life-altering events that can drastically affect a senior's quality of life. For those who are already managing kidney conditions, like those undergoing dialysis or living with severe renal failure, even a small amount of star fruit can have catastrophic consequences. What seems like a harmless fruit can quickly escalate into a medical emergency, and the risks simply aren't worth the potential harm. But the dangers of star fruit do not end there. Even for seniors who do not have pre-existing kidney problems, the neurotoxin in star fruit can still pose a significant risk. For healthy individuals, the symptoms are usually milder, but for elderly people, these symptoms can still be problematic and dangerous. Dizziness, headaches, and muscle weakness are just a few of the troubling effects that can arise from consuming star fruit. These side effects might seem like minor annoyances, but for seniors who may already be struggling with balance or coordination issues, the risks are much greater. Dizziness and muscle weakness can increase the likelihood of falls, and we all know how devastating a fall can be for an older person. A simple stumble can lead to broken bones, prolonged recovery, and a significant decline in overall well-being. So, while the fruit might seem like a light, fun indulgence, it can easily become a silent and unwelcome threat to health and safety. Beyond the neurotoxin, another hidden danger of star fruit is its high oxalate content. Oxalates are naturally occurring compounds found in a variety of foods, and while they are typically harmless in small amounts, they can contribute to the formation of kidney stones in susceptible individuals. For seniors who have a history of kidney stones, particularly those with calcium oxalate stones, star fruit is a fruit that should be avoided at all costs. Kidney stones are no laughing matter. They are incredibly painful and can cause extreme discomfort, sometimes requiring medical intervention to remove. If you've ever experienced the pain of passing a kidney stone, you'll understand why it's so critical to avoid foods that can increase the risk of their formation. Star fruit's oxalates can cause stones to form or worsen, putting seniors at an even greater risk for recurring kidney problems and the associated pain. It's just not worth the risk. When it comes to our health, particularly as we age, we often think that we're making the best choices when it comes to our diets. We focus on eating what's available, what looks good, and what we enjoy. However, as we get older, it becomes more essential than ever to be mindful of what we put into our bodies. Star fruit, with its beautiful appearance and exotic appeal, is one of those foods that might seem harmless at first glance, but for seniors, it's a fruit that carries with it significant, avoidable risks. It's easy to become enamored by the fruit's visual appeal or its unique flavor, but when we look beyond its surface, we see that star fruit can pose a real threat to health. For anyone who has ever dealt with kidney issues or the concerns that come with aging, it's vital to consider the bigger picture. The foods we consume can have a profound impact on our well-being, and sometimes even seemingly innocuous foods can become dangerous if we aren't careful. It's not just about avoiding star fruit because of its potential to cause immediate harm. It's about making informed decisions to safeguard our health as we navigate the complexities of aging. So, while star fruit might be a tempting treat on the surface, it's a fruit that seniors, especially those with kidney concerns, should approach with caution. The risks, confusion, seizures, kidney stones, are not worth the fleeting satisfaction that the fruit might offer. Health is precious, especially as we get older, and it's our responsibility to be proactive in protecting it. In this case, it's best to admire star fruit from a distance, leaving it on the shelf and opting for safer, more nourishing choices. Our bodies deserve it, and our peace of mind depends on it. Let's make the best decisions for ourselves and our future health, even when faced with a fruit that seems like nothing more than a beautiful, exotic delight. As we wrap up today's discussion, I hope you've gained a deeper understanding of the hidden risks that come with certain foods, especially when it comes to aging and maintaining our health. From the beautiful star fruit to its unexpected dangers for those with kidney issues, we've covered some important lessons that could make all the difference in protecting your health. So, what have you learned so far? Is there something in particular about star fruit or the broader topic of food safety and aging that stood out to you? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please comment below with one thing you've learned today that you're planning to bring into your own life moving forward. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable insights. We're here to help you live a healthier, more fulfilling life, so stay tuned for more videos just like this one.